What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and my topic today is about Mr. High Tech, Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko is regarded right now, present time, as one of the best pound for pound, at least in the top 3 or the top 5. Fact, in my book. I believe that Vasily Lomachenko should follow the ways of Manny Pacquiao. Because the guy's defense, his offensive skill, his footwork, his his ring generalship, his fighting class is just A1. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would have stayed in the Olympics that long like he did. I think he should have became pro 4 years prior, but his focus was on something else at that time. He is a professional now. He is calling out some of the best guys, but I think a guy with the skill that he has, a true pound for pound guy. Look at Manny Pacquiao for 1. Look at Mayweather for 2. Look at Pernell Whitaker for 3. Even Oscar De La Hoya. When De La Hoya was fighting. Sugar Shane Mosley. These guys were pound for pound the best fighters of their era. A lot of people frown on Sugar Shane because he fought too long. That's a legacy decision. I don't think it affects his legacy. It just makes him look worse because people remember what you did last. However, at one point, Sugar Shane Mosley was in the top 5 pound for pound. If you don't believe me, look it up. You had these were the pound for pound rankings back in the late 90s, early 2000s. 1, Roy Jones. 2, Sugar Shane Mosley. 3, Trinidad. That's pretty much what you had. Then 4, De La Hoya. Then those would kind of move around, those 4 names. So if, back to High Tech, if High Tech wants to show to everyone, that he's the best pound for pound, he should move up. I wouldn't recommend going no farther than welterweight. Because I'm like this. And everybody say, man, that's crazy. This guy was at 126 pounds. So was Manny Pacquiao. Floyd. Floyd was at 125 pounds. Fact. So that's where he started, Floyd did. So, it can be done. He's 29 years old. I think he needs to challenge himself because how he's making these guys say no mas. I think that he should really challenge himself and move up in the rankings. If he gets past Linares, I just did a video on Linares, but if he gets past Linares and makes him quit, I don't think there's anyone at 135 he should deal with. Not saying he should overlook everyone, but I don't see guys wanting to fight him after they're clearly seeing the skill displayed in the ring. So you can ask a lot of guys about that. You know what I mean? But I see him doing that. The thing that the mysterious thing about Pacquiao, though, which High Tech doesn't have, is the punching power. Because Manny was able to carry his punching power to 147, 140, up to 135. You know what I mean? And he was able to do that. A lot of people question that. That will always be a question mark. However, before people want to say certain claims of certain, foul play, they should consider the fact that at 122, he was putting guys out like Erik Morales, a guy that's never been stopped in his prime. Never. Stopping Barrera twice. Juan Manuel Marquez, having the wars with him, putting him on his ass. And Juan Manuel Marquez is, is a tough guy. All these guys are Hall of Fame fighters, legends. And look what Manny Pacquiao, being a guy from the Philippines, did to him. So, I don't want this all to be about Manny Pacquiao. What I'm saying is Lomachenko should follow that path. He should test himself. Because I know he has a certain type of spirit of striving excellence. You could tell he's a perfectionist. So I see him doing that in the near future. I see him going to 135. I see him going to 140. I see him doing those things. I see him even going to 147. I don't think he would get past 147, but crazy as it might seem, you guys might say, no way. He's way too small for 147. Hey, so was Floyd. So was Manny. So was Juan Manuel Marquez. But these guys eventually went to that weight. You know what I mean? So I believe that High Tech will end up in the welterweight division. You know what I mean? And I hope it's sooner than later, but you have to acclimate to that. You know what I mean? He has to take steps because you do have two weight classes, because he's at 135 now. Or is he at 130? No, he's at 135. I know he fought Rigondeaux at 130, but I believe he's currently fighting at 135. You know, I could be wrong, but, you know, but if he is, he has to get to from 135 to 140, 140 to 147. Oh, that is 12 pounds difference. 12 pounds of experience versus competition versus different fighters. You know what I mean? I would love to see him with Mikey Garcia. You know, if he can take Mikey Garcia on, and Garcia's was willing to take on Cotto and other fighters that are bigger than him, I should see no reason that High Tech shouldn't take on the challenge. And it's not like he doesn't, you know what I mean? But someone, a sound fighter like Mikey Garcia, a fierce, undefeated fighter, that would be one of the fights that I wanted to see. But if he can beat Mikey Garcia, then we can discuss what he should do from there. You know, because there's a lot of guys at 140, you know, take on someone like Francis Bartholomew, guys like that, you know, at 140. Who else is there at 140 right now? Terrence Crawford, of course, he's leaving. He left 140, you know, to go to 147. So, you know what I mean? Throw Adrian Broner in there. Adrian Broner has problems with weight and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure that would be a good fight, you know. But these type of fights have to happen in order for High Tech to prove and to show that he's currently, pound for pound, one of the best in the world, you know. However, everyone, don't get this confused with the fact that I'm not acknowledging High Tech. I'm acknowledging High Tech as one of the pound for pound fighters, as I said at the beginning of this video. But to stay on pound for pound, you just don't win a fight and stop fighting the best. You got to keep fighting the best. Each and every fight you fight the best one. You keep raising the bar. You keep maintaining the status quo. Okay, that's how it's done in the sport of boxing. You know, that's how you stay pound for pound. You know what I mean? Because people will forget you very easily in this sport. You know, and if High Tech wants to keep raising the bar, that's why people love Manny Pacquiao. He was able, from being so small, to come up so big and still have success. So, you know, he even went to 154. You know, I don't even think that, I wouldn't imagine that. You know, it would probably have to be some catch weight or something like that. But I can definitely see him doing it and challenging himself, because I believe he's that kind of guy. You know, and then if guys duck him, look for this change or this switch or this move rather very quickly or sooner than later. But you guys tell me what you guys think. Leave your comments, concerns below. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.